Being a professional thief is just like being in show business. Hi, my name is Monique. It's wonderful to remember the good old days when I had a great career. What I did for a living gave me a good life and a secure retirement, though I wouldn't encourage you to follow in my footsteps because I can't really say that my job was legal. You see, back in my younger days, I stole valuable things for a living. I was a professional thief. Take note, the term professional are only for those who have never, ever been caught. Those who are in jail are amateurs and way below my league. If you're curious about how I did it, I'll let you in on the secret. But before we continue, like this video and hit the subscribe button. Make sure to activate the notification bell to keep updated with more fascinating stories like this. I didn't really plan on becoming a thief. To be honest, I had a lot of opportunities to be hired on the 9-to-5 jobs. I graduated college after all. I chose this path because I was simply too lazy to kiss the asses of those CEOs. I'd rather be my own boss. Believe it or not, my path to becoming a professional thief started on a dare. My friends said I didn't have the balls to take jewelry from the mall. It was part of one of our silly dares, so I showed them and I took that ring. It didn't really cost much, about $50, but I was so nervous. It was my first time stealing after all, and I was so worried that I'd get caught. But when I got out of the mall unnoticed, I realized that that experience was thrilling. So I shoplifted whenever I could, and it became sort of an addiction. I loved the thrill of doing something illegal right under the noses of those store personnel, and I got away with it every single time. Soon, shoplifting didn't bring excitement anymore. I'd enter a shop, take some random item, and walk out like nothing ever happened. It became a boring routine, so I dared myself to do something a little bit more difficult. Now, I wasn't the real-life Carmen San Diego or Pink Panther, nor did I pull off calculating heists like the Ocean's 11 movies. No. What I did was the classic break and enter. In my entire career, I've broken into 3,000 houses in different cities. I didn't work alone, of course. I had a partner who served as my informant. He'd feed me with information on the background of our target. We'd observe the house for a few days, learn the schedule of the people in that house, check out all of the security systems so we knew what we were getting into. And of course, we made sure there were no dogs on site. Most of the houses we robbed averaged around $5 to $7 grand per heist, but sometimes we'd hit the jackpot and I'd get about 100 grand in one burglary. And that's tax-free, my friend. You may now be wondering how I survived so long in the theft industry without getting caught. The secret is stealing stuff in broad daylight. Usually people who work aren't around from 10 in the morning to about 3 in the afternoon. That is the sweet spot. Gives you all the time you need to carefully look for valuable items like hidden cash, gadgets, and jewelry. We particularly like to target homes of other women, not because we think women are weak and helpless, but because we know there are women out there with expensive jewelry. And let me tell you, that paid off more than once. Another thing that I did was live really simply. Yeah, I spoiled myself from time to time, but I never did anything stupid like buy a luxurious car. You know, gotta keep the eyes of the law enforcers and neighbors off me at all costs. I pretended to be in the buy and sell business. I even had my business legally registered to avoid suspicions. Of course, what I sold mostly was the stuff I stole. Branded clothes, designer bags, jewelry, and gadgets, and nobody had any idea where these items came from. My third secret is I invested. I may have obtained my money illegally, but I grew it legally. I'm telling you, when you regularly put a little bit of money here and there in different insurance policies, it is a foolproof way of making sure I had a stable retirement fund. And because of this, I was able to retire after only 20 years of thieving. I'm not sharing my story to encourage you to be in the theft business, but being a professional thief is just like being in show business. You don't last long if you aren't exceptionally good. A lot of thieves usually get caught. People like me, on the other hand, are 1 in 100,000. We steal, we blend in, and we never get caught. Let me leave you with a tip to ensure the safety of your homes from thieves. Get a really fierce dog. It'll be extremely difficult for burglars to get away unscathed. Trust me on that one. What are your thoughts on professional thieves? Leave it in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video, share it with your friends, yo! And let's get this video to 1,000 likes. And don't forget to check out our other nutty stories.